Can't see. The hat group. The beginning part is always the setup still. Uh, So yeah, be kidding. They're keep currently empty. Uh, Offline. Wait, yeah, there it is. Oh, oh, this being here. I just saw on the about him to call you. Time he's done it. That's the yeah. Uh, Bad. It's better. Yeah. Again, technical issues. Using my phone. Okay, so oh, so Blackhawks are keeping their logo, which is I think good because it's kind of a statement. It's kind of a it's an original six team. It's classic. It's history. It's respectful. I think in the terms of sports and Native American representation. It just does. Um, they just do a better job, I think, especially with Illinois, just in general. Um, Chicago Blackhawks and University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign did a really good job, I thought, with representing the Illinois tribe and the Sauk tribe and the local tribes um, from centuries, even millennia ago, primarily centuries ago. I mean, yes, they've been around for like 1,000 years, but it was, as far as I remember, it wasn't as prominent of a um, as tribes that I can remember, like Central and Southern America, like the Incas, the Mayans, the Aztecs, like they were huge back in the pre 1000 AD years and into the 1000 millennia. Um, this is not like a caricature like Chief Wahoo is. It's not an offensive on the helicopter infantry from World War One, and that infantry was named after Black Hawk. It's two words because the team name was Black Hawk, with a space in between, for a long time. And then they changed. I think it got combined in the '60s. Um, but it's based off the. I have done my history. It's been a while since I read the book, the biography, the autobiography by Black Hawk himself. I read that back in my freshman year, freshman or sophomore year. I think my first semester sophomore year of college, and it's supposed to be like in a good representation way. And I've seen 2 times at a Blackhawks game that they brought Native American tribes. The last Blackhawks game I was at, I forget who they were playing, but for the intermission show, for the second intermission, they had music playing, and I think they had like 7 tribes doing their own interpretive dancing based on their tribal heritage and customs to that song. So it's kind of like a free form. So it's almost kind of like, here's the word cat, and then every language, does its own thing with it. So it was kind of cool to see. I couldn't see because where I was sitting. I was sitting primo expensivo in the 100 section. So I didn't see it in the third tier, the 300 section, but they had it on the big screen, and it was a cool thing. I couldn't really follow along. A lot of things were happening, but to me, I think the Blackhawks have done a good job, being respectful of the legacy that is Blackhawk, the warrior of the Sauk tribe, Sauk. And I did remember reading, I think that was in like recent last year or two, 2018 or 2019, the AIC, American Indian Corps, or I don't know what the name was, but the AIC kind of broke ties with the Blackhawks, which is kind of sad because Blackhawks have done, I mean, they've done more than I can name off right now for, representing Native American history and culture. So I'm glad that they're keeping their logo, so that's why I'm wearing the hat now. I'll do my own video some other time with the history of the logo, how it's gone from like black and white to the colors to the old style to the new style face, and try to figure out exactly what these color feathers mean, because there's got to be some sort of symbolism behind it all. And I just gotta figure that out. J38 is here. So yeah. Baseball is back officially. They came out with the schedule. It's going to be all West versus West teams, Central versus Central, and East versus East teams. Ooh, Depressed Jets fans here. You mean the black alternate jerseys with not the black and white ones, but like the black and red with the circle in the middle, like from the 2010s, like what they kind of used for the 09 Winter Classic with Detroit at Wrigley? If so, yes, they should. I like that one a lot, actually. My brother has one of those as a Hosa jersey, I think. Yeah, that was a classic jersey. So baseball's back. Opening night is Dodgers and Giants, and I think the big showcase, Yankees versus Nationals. That's a really good matchup. Cole versus Scherzer. That's huge. I mean, granted, if it wasn't for the what team was in the World Series with the Nationals? I can't think of it. Maybe if I bang the trash can more, I can think of the name. I think without the Astros being cheating, the Yankees and Nationals probably could have been the matchup for the last year's World Series. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be a really good matchup for opening night and to like bring baseball back after this kind of debacle of a year so far. Not just because of COVID, but because it took baseball so long to come back. So I'm not going to talk too much into baseball right now because there's still a lot of things up in the air, and I haven't formulated a lot of my thoughts right now. Um, the Field of Dreams game got shifted around, so now it's the White Sox versus the St. Louis Cardinals, and I will be rooting for the White Sox, of course. I hope they do like a special hat patch for that because that'd be really cool. I will so get a White Sox hat for that game. Um, I believe it's August 16th is the 100th anniversary Negro game celebration. Jackie Robinson Day got, I think, moved to August 28th. September 9th is Roberto Clemente Day. I think like those are like the main celebration days. Let's see. My favorite. Okay, I'm just reading the comments down below here. That's why I don't have like a pedestal like usual. Um, and I just read that for the first time in either a long time or ever, Cubs will not have a home game on a Friday. When you think about that, it's really weird. Even in a 60-game schedule stretch, it's possible, but when you think about it, it's like, how would that happen? It's kind of really weird for me for that to kind of happen. I love Friday games. They're day games. They're afternoon games. Day games are great. Especially at Wrigley. Night games, like, yeah, it's okay, but we're so used to day games. I mean, we were the last team to have lights installed. August 8th, 1988. 88. So day games gonna suck without that. So I'll do a full-on baseball video maybe sometime later, but so big update. Speaking of like baseball, I'm gonna be having at least one, maybe two baseball videos coming out this month because I built my PC finally, and I know it's a joshing back and forth, but Major League Hats, Mr. ML Hats, PHC, suck it. I built it. It posted. I did have a little bit of an error at first trying to turn it on. Was missing one plug, which was crucial, but I did it, and it's all working now, and it is way better than your MacBook Air, whatever you got now, and it's better than what Manny has built. What he has said that he's built with Intel, so whatever with that Intel stuff. AMD, Ryzen is rising, baby. So, I did edit a draft of a Crown Wipe review video. I know Fit Insider, he did a review for them. I'm doing my own video review. I'm also making my own commercial for Crown Wipes. I just talked with Anthony, the one of the co-founders, the guy who runs the social media page on Instagram. I'm like, here's a product finally, because like for I would say a month and a half, it was kind of being hyped up like hey, like, you know, like they kept like hyping me up. They're like, oh man, Prof Hatter, he's coming out with great stuff. He's our good friend out in Chicago. He's coming out with great things, and like he kept saying it and saying it even when Fit Insider had his stuff come out. You know, I was like commenting, and I watched their live stream, which was really cool. First talking about the travel pack to come out. They're like, oh yeah, you know, Prof Hatter, he's got great stuff coming. I'm like, just hold on the hype train. This is not pink brims. This is not pink under brims. So I finally delivered to him a draft, a few touch-ups here and there, just for some low quality edit things, and the review should be good to go. The commercial I still need to do some filming on, some reshoots. Um, some of my basement shoots didn't turn out. My top of the hat got cut off, so gotta refilm that. I'm going to be having at least one or two baseball videos coming out this month as well. One to kind of like signify like baseball is back, baby, and the other one about the teams and their individual hats. So that one will be fun to do. Um, let's let's open a hat up. I only have like one person watching, so uh, MTS 1, 2, or 3. You get to pick. Which hat should I open up first? Two are Hat Club box hats, and one is a Mercari pickup. So you get to pick of 1, 2, or 3 because you're the only loyal, faithful student in this class. I mean, you get like an A plus plus plus. Oh, and Fit Insider is still here. Uh, so I asked MTS Fit Insider. I did not see you that you were still here. Glad you're still here, but I'll go with 3, 2, and 1 then. So I had gotten some of these hats already, like shipped out, and like one has been sitting in my car for a few weeks. Got to class late. It's just weird because it only shows like two people watching, so I'm just being presumptuous and unthoughtful of the actual people watching. So a lot of these hats I just had been sitting either at UPS or sitting in my car just waiting to pick up. I wanted to do like at least 2 or 3 hats for an unboxing stream, just instead of like one hat. Just like okay, one hat, and then it's just Professor Hatter talking for another hour. This is gonna be boring. I forgot to tell my coworkers I was gonna do a live stream tonight. Darn it. Sylvia and Jennifer are gonna miss out. Oh well. I'll tell them about it tomorrow. I can't tell them tomorrow at work about it. But I'm off the next 2 days. LOL. So one of these was a shock drop. I don't know if this was a shock drop or not. Sounds like there's more in there than usual. There's like a little card in there. Maybe it's a gift card for that for one of those to redeem a card that I can redeem one of those sold out watermelon hats. God damn it, those watermelon hats sold out so fast. Not only that, but Apple Pay betrayed me. So the shock drop I got wasn't like a huge like seller at the moment. I kind of figured, but the first time that I like used Apple Pay, I got this one hat that was a regular 1 p.m. sold out so fast drop. So, because the problem before was I was using Chrome, and Apple Pay wasn't an option. But Chrome is not native to an iPad or iOS, so I used Safari instead. But I mean, before I did all that, I was making sure I was using Mr. ML Hats' PHC, his Hat Club link, to give him a small commission, So it finally worked out with using Safari. So let's see which one I got. This is the one that was the Apple Pay drop. Well. I got 2 pins. That's why I was making so much noise. I got 2 pins. If anyone wants an extra, actually, if anyone wants these Hat Club pins, let me know. I'll send them out to you. I don't really need the Hat Club pins. So, in the box, shameless plug. I mean, he'd give me crap if I didn't say it, and he plugs it himself. But he doesn't really. I mean, he does plug my channel here and there, which is nice. So the hat was the Oakland A's kind of emerald green, darker Kelly green or forest green, 5950. I like the A, the class. This kind of like old English type A. Got a darker Kelly green underbrim. It's darker than I would expect it to be, but it's still a green underbrim. It would almost look better with black or gray. Um, Cooperstown Collection, 7.5. China, polyester, yada yada yada. I had wanted this hat. Some of you guys know this already. I wanted this hat in the from the 2018 Pro Light hats, and I also wanted the 2019 batting practice honeycomb hat. Green is my favorite color, so I'm not a huge A's fan, but it's a green hat. It's like my favorite shade of green. Maybe like this is my favorite shade of green, but for like a hat, this is a really good darker shade. So, by the way, not this Friday, but the following Friday, I'm finally getting a haircut. So my hats will fit. So this is gonna fit tight. And I have to blame my locks of blonde hair. So yeah, so that is tight, and even for all my hair, this feels tighter than normal, like very tight. So I will have to hat jack this up, but I don't want to jack this stuff up just yet. I want to wait till I get a haircut and then figure out what feels normal again. Hunter green. That's a better color. I know if it feels smaller. The brim is a little curved, which I kind of like, but it's not like low profile curved. That'd be nice to do to curve it myself with a brim bender. But I think I will need to hat jack this up, despite my hair. So yeah, it looks like the 2018. God bless haircut hippie. It was supposed to be next Wednesday, but then it got switched around. But still getting it next week. So I just gotta tip my the hair cutter pretty well this time. So this is like a really nice pickup, Hat Club pickup, tonal, New Era flag. I like that. I like when it blends in. It kind of preserves some historical accuracy, or the Cooperstown idea that there's a classic hat that like back in the old day that they would wear, and the new days. You got the New Era flag, sticking out like this branding. I get it. It's like like for an example, an OtterBox for your iPhone, it'll have the whole cutout where the Apple logo is, because you have to know that's an iPhone. So, we're gonna go with number 2 next, with another Hat Club hat. So now I know what this one is because of this hat. Hold on, let me read Depressed Jets fan. Could a hat jack work? I have not tried to stretch from 2 sizes. If anyone else has, I might be able to try that, because today at work, one of my coworkers said that he found a Cooperstown, Cincinnati Reds hat and an LA Dodgers hat in his attic, and they're sized at 1/4, and that's not his hat size. They fit too small, so I'm like, oh, hat jack that sucker, those suckers. Oh, right. So, 2 sizes. Yeah, it's super tough. I might, so if my coworker Brad gives me the hats, because I thought I could find him a good home, then I could do an experiment with that. But I've never tried going from like 2 sizes up. It's really tough, because the other main thing is you have to keep. That was my sister. You have to keep like cranking it. It's like you can't just like hat jack the hat once. You have to do it multiple times so that the hat is familiar with that new shape. Because if you just do it one time, like learning foreign language. You can't just repeat what you see on the board one time and say I can speak French. Because the next thing you know, you're gonna say, "Oh, je ne sais pas," which is what I always say, which is I don't know. Um, Another hat jack, mine broke. Damn, rep. Um, so like you have to be like really repetitive with the hat jack, because some of the hats that I've jacked up still don't fit quite right, and most times it's because it's a 7 3/8. Um, so I don't always use the hat jack, but in emergencies I kind of do. Um, Thank you, MTS. Thank you for that seldom that good advice there. Good advice to mention about that. So just in case that topic is ever mentioned again, you know. So this next hat club hat invoice gone. Actually, we're gonna be responsible, and we're going to recycle. Um, I missed out on the pizza tonight. They were throwing away the pizza box, and they cooked the whole pizza. I missed out on the whole thing. I was downstairs editing, so I mean, you snooze, you lose. So that's my lesson for the night. This one, oh, interesting. This one is a white hat. Kidding. It was mentioned before. Johnny G had showed it off before. Chicago Cubs, 1908 World Series patch. And this one looks a little dingy. Oh, I don't know. Weird. Looks like kind of like worn out. It's kind of like it seems like the sweatband kind of bleeds through the white because the white is so. This is gonna be interesting because the sweatband is like so. No, the cap itself, the white material itself is so thin. It seems like that the tags on the inside and the sweatband is kind of bleeding through. Darker green underbrim, 1908 World Series side patch. By the way, no matter what, you can tell me, oh, it took the Cubs 108 years to win the World Series. That took forever. Last time the Cubs won the World Series, before 2016, the Ottoman Empire was in charge in Europe and the Middle East. Titanic was around and blah blah blah. And yeah, but bitch, we still were the first team to win back-to-back World Series. Never forget that. Never forget that. All right. So yeah, so I don't want to hear that ever again. So yeah, it is a really cool hat. I remember Hat Club had this when I first started to get to know Hat Club, like about 2018. The first hat I got was a Mountain Dew hat because Chicago Joe, Worth Collection Wednesday, old fitted YouTube TV, had the Mountain Dew hat. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Where'd you get it? And he's like, oh, Hat Club. So I remember Hat Club having this hat and like one or two more like World Series related hats that I really wanted. I think one was an '07 hat, but yeah, this is huge to have a 1908 hat. So of course it's gonna be a snug-ish fit, a little bit looser than this Braves hat. This one fits comfortable already. I can already tell once I get my haircut, it's gonna be fantastic. You wanna know why? Cause the Cubs hat. That's why. Yeah, this is it's a navy sea, navy brim. This is probably one of those like hats where it's like you get just to get, just to have, cause knowing that it's white, this thing's gonna get hella dusty and hella gnarly with the dirt and the dust and the debris. But damn it, if it does, then at least I can use Crown wipes. Another plug, but this one is not shameless. Let's see here. Dim triangle, not. No, dim triangle was not loud enough. Yes, MTS, the knife waving. I'm just catching up on the comments. Yes, it was before we played at Weegman Park. The Cubs played at Weegman Park before Wrigley Field. Actually, no, it's called Weegman Park first, and then before we were at the West Ground, I believe. So, and this was when we had all-time Cubs ace pitcher Mordecai Three Fingers Brown. Now he didn't really have three fingers. He lost half of it, half of a finger, or he lost one finger and half of a finger in a milling machine accident. But this dude had his hand was jacked up. I'm gonna look up a picture. Um, Mordecai Three Finger Brown. Mordecai Three. Damn it. Mordecai Three Finger Brown. Okay, I'm glad. Uh, Google could help. I mean, he's won three World Series with the Cubs. Two World Series. Yeah, back to back. Um, so he primarily pitched with three fingers. I mean, he only had like a stub, so I don't know if you can how well you can see that. Yeah, that's why they called him Mordecai Three Finger Brown, because he pitched with pretty much three fingers, excluding the pinky, I guess. Or I don't know. I don't really know the pitching mechanics. They call him Three Finger Brown because he lost a finger from a farming machine. So, and he still was a great pitcher. Let me look up his stats. Just um, guy was born in 1876, died in 1946. He was only 71. Uh, he he played for his longest streak. Actually, he played for the Cubs from 1904 to 12. A few teams in between: Reds, St. Louis Terriers, Brooklyn Tip Tops, the Chicago Whales. That is another hat I need to get. The Chicago Whales from the Federal League. They were the first team to play host at Wrigley Field for 2 years until the Federal League folded and the Cubs moved into Wrigley Field. 1906, he was an MLB ERA leader. He's in the Baseball Hall of Fame. In 1949. I want to look up his stats. What are his stats? I mean, to win two World Series, to be a pitcher from the back-to-back World Series champion, the Chicago Cubs. Now, granted, this is early 1900s. This is from the dead ball era, so baseball was totally different back then. But for his time, a WAR of 58.4 for whoever cares about WAR number. I don't. 239 wins, 130 losses, 2.06 ERA in 481 games. He did a few saves, actually. 1,375 strikeouts and a whip of 1.066. Trying to look what else. So, pretty good numbers there. Did he brainstorm? All right. Let me check one thing. My phone just did a buzzing thing. I just want to make sure. Oh, that's why. I think. Anyways, we'll get to the last hat for the night. This one is a Mercari hat. This one is really good. You'll like it. This one is a hat that I've been looking for. I've been wanting to collect the rest of this year's collection. I have the Rockies. I have the Phillies, Indians, not Cubs. I think I have 4 of these hats already from 4 teams. I think this might be my 5th one. Well, no, I have 2 Cubs hats from the same collection. This I found on Mercari. It's been a kind of a secondary eBay. Pretty decent so far. I like this packaging that they did because the other Mercari hat I bought was for MTS, the Kelly Green hat. Piece of shit. So this one is kind of from my newly quasi-adopted third favorite MLB team now in the AL East. And this one, I know J38 will like because he got on this bandwagon. He got on this hype train a little late, but we appreciate the company. Ooh, let me just show you. Bubble wrap. That is huge. That I love it. I'm going to. Oh, it's in the bubble wrap, and they put in newspaper kind of. Hold on. You know, screw the hat. They sent me quick and easy, picnic friendly. I gotta find these sales. What grocery store is this from? Ooh, perfect summer treat. What do they have here? Rice-A-Roni 5 for $5. A1 steak sauce is $4.09 a bottle. Not really a fan of that stuff, to be honest. Nil wafers 2 for $3. I like. Oh no, that's Pringles. Nil wafers are $3.48 a box. Some wine sales. 12 packs of Sam Adams. Ooh, Corona. That's good stuff. Powerade. What else I got? We can read the ads later. So, we'll get to second favorite team is the Braves. Number 1 the Cubs. And this one. This is I have to tip this guy like another $5 for this packaging. Ta-da! In a low profile for Shane, a Baltimore Orioles 5950 2018 Pro Light batting practice hat. Pro Light, I mean batting practice, as in there's no side patch, which I like a lot. I'm going. Oh my god! I'm already sweating through this hat. If you can see, yeah, that's how bad I am with sweat. It's already sweating through. It's that bad in the Cubs hat already. So Crown Wipes help me now. So this is. I love the Pro Light hats because I sweat a lot, as you can see. Great transition. That's a nice fit. I know that a lot of times, more often, I've found you had to size up for the Pro Light hats, like the timeline hats that came out, just because of the material, you had to like size up. So I got a lot of 7 5/8. There's like 1 7.5. Oh, the Boston Red Sox. I have that in the 7.5. That's the 5th team. So this one is the 6th team. Oh my god. It also just rained. I have the door open, so really sweaty right now. So really nice hat for the rain or for a bike ride. This one I don't know if I want to wear to grime up a bit. It's got the O on here, the nice bird. Great plastic logo. Material is nice. This will be a nice hat to absorb a lot of heat with. So yeah, this is a really nice hat to have. Yeah, great stadium, atrocious team. To the Press Jets fan, yeah, I can agree with that. No, O's are number 3. It's kind of the paperwork is still pending. It was kind of like a flash in the pan kind of thing with the O's. I'm still like trying to like adopt them. It might not be as full-fledged as I thought it would be. but just to have it, why not? Just in case for some particular reasons with particular people, trying to impress some other particular people from this one particular person. You get me? Um, let's see. Yeah. Um, it is a prolate. Um, no, there's no funnier than that one newspaper thing. Um, so this one, let me update my hat inventory here. Come on, open. So I am at. So the A's hat was first. Cubs, 1908. Orioles, 59F. PL, Pro Light, that's my abbreviation. So this is hat number 235, 236, and then this one is 237. So, really good pickups. To be honest, the order that I got these in, this was the first hat, this was the second hat, and this was the last hat. So I just kind of flip-flop these two. But I do the ordering in when I obtain the hat physically in person. So, so yeah, that's how my numbering goes. Anything else before we close out class for the night? Because my phone is about to overheat. I'm getting overheated myself. Anything else you guys want to talk about? On the back of these two hats, no Bannerman logo, which is nice. Anything you guys want to mention before I get off? I found on eBay a few good NHL 5950 hats. Really tempting to get. It is from Canada. A little bit more cost than I would have liked to have paid for, to be honest, but I might have to get them. But after I just spent $1,000 on building a computer, I really shouldn't be buying hats, but these are like just dropped on eBay, so like at least I should get the one team that I don't have, and I can always get the other team another time, I guess, if it's still around. We'll see how that goes. So for sure, I would get at least the one team that I don't have, and then the other team I already have, but it's not a great hat. The one that I saw on eBay is a better design, one that I would want instead to replace the other one. Because the one I currently have of this team, the color of the cap and the logo blend together, so I'm like, well, that's stupid. It's like the Angels current hat, which I have, which is kind of hypocritical, that, the red A is on the red hat, so it's like, it's the same color. What's the difference, So I'll get the Blackhawks hat soon. I did get a text today about 30% off of my next purchase at my Sports Outlet Express store. So for sure I'll be going there after payday Friday to go get it. And I'll get you a different Cubs hat instead. They do have some Kelly Green St. Patrick's Day hats there that are in your size last I saw. So I'll make sure I get that instead of that trash green hat. Unless you want it. To be honest, the top button is missing, and it's just in bad shape. There's like a pimple on the brim, so I don't want you to have a bad hat because you did me so right, MTS, with allowing me to get that Minnesota Wild hat, which I still have downstairs. Haven't worn it recently, but we'll be wearing it when hockey comes back. So I want to make sure I do you right on this trade to complete this trade here. I know, 30% off. Like, this is like really good. Um, okay, so we'll end. I thought that was no, it's back in the garage. Um, no, we'll leave that. I'll donate it to a community threads probably. Um, someone else can wear it instead. Um, they'll probably appreciate it. Um, probably just better off that you get it, like, you being a serious hat collector, you gotta have the good stuff, Um, yard work hat, nice. So that recaps it, but for today's unboxing. Um, I will be having new videos coming out this month. No timetable other than that, other than saying this month for new hats. And damn, I'm always sweating in this so much. New hats I can think of primarily. Supposedly, Hat Club is doing green eggs and ham pre-orders soon. That'd be cool to get into. It'd be nice to have those green hats. Like Hunter Forest green hats. That'd be nice. Excuse me. Yep. Other than that, there's nothing that's like absolutely screaming out like I need to get it. I mean, there's plenty saying get me now. Oh, actually, there is one hat on eBay. I'm not gonna say it now. That I'm gonna try to get. It's a little costly, but for historical purposes, I should get it. I'm gonna try to get it at least. So it's gonna probably put a damper on getting some other hockey hats to prep up for hockey coming back in late July, early August. But I still have Hazard Pay going on through. Oh, Anthony. Long hiatus, guys. I'm ending my video now. Let me give you guys a recap. So, to Anthony and Adam, A's hat, Cubs 1908 World Series side patch, and then a Baltimore Orioles Pro Light batting practice hat without the side patch. So glad you guys could come late to the class. You guys wouldn't have been late if you were following me on social media and seen on my Instagram story that I was doing I didn't do a post, but I did do a story, so should have maybe done a post instead. Either way, glad you guys could come at the end here. I'll still give you participation points over Mr. ML Hat, but he's going to watch the replay. He's fine. Don't worry about it. So yeah, so both of these are from Hat Club. This one is from Mercari. And I built my computer. I told Anthony, I built my computer finally. So that will become. So I'm gonna be making more videos, and it's fun to edit again. It's kind of gonna be a little slow to get back into the process of it, trying to repopulate, and like get my content back together and like my special effects and reorganizing my folder. I don't know what's more disorganized, the way I organize my hats, my room, or my Hatter computer folder, because that's full of just crap everywhere. Excuse me. So yeah, thank you to everyone for watching the live stream and the replay. Hats off to you as always, and I'll see you guys another time. I'll wait till I get like 3 more hats, or a good deal of hats at least, to do a live stream like this, so it's not just one hat. I mean, I'm still talking the whole time, but at least there's a little bit of extra substance, a little extra content to it, So, let's read the last few comments here. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see you guys next time.